Yo, what's going on with the YouTube? It's SEL0320 representing JVS. I just got done looking at episode 9 of Gotham. I think there's only going to be, let's see, episode 10, 11, 12. So there's 3 more episodes left of the entire series. It's sad to see it go, man. I think this is an interesting little milestone. It doesn't make continuity sense. But then Gotham, it beats with its own drum. You know what I'm saying? And I think that this is one of those times I was just kind of just like, when I started hearing like Lee saying, you know, how am I gonna help, you know, Gordon like take care of this baby, and I was like, she's sticking around, like she's really gonna, I don't want to say she's gonna block, but she kind of is, like she's kind of like, I mean, in my opinion, I would ask the question like, Jim, now, yeah, you didn't think I was alive, but do you still really have feelings for this woman? Like, she never asked that question. Either way, she stayed a ride or die, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, look, I'm gonna do this. And then even have this really dope conversation with Alfred, that I think was probably one of the better like dialogues between them ever. Like, I mean, last time I think they had even a conversation was when Alfred thought that she was single. You know, that was back in like season 2. And it was really important and key that this is like, man, this season is really turning around and hitting these milestones, because even like the wedding and stuff like that, I was kind of just like, man, this is something I didn't expect they were going to do. Because, you know, we've been all going on the preconceived notion that they were going to go to the grave, that he was going to end up with Barbara one way, shape, or form. And I mean, it never really fit, you know, but at the same exact time, like, this seems a little too easy as well, and I'm worried that something might happen. It just seems all too easy, and it's only 3 episodes left, so I don't know what's gonna actually ultimately happen. Then you had this crazy scheme by Ivy that came out of nowhere, legit out of nowhere, and I don't really even know what she was thought that she could actually do, but she had everybody under control. She had Victor Zsasz under control. And I think they did a really good job of kind of like a murder mystery situation where everybody's trying to figure out like what really happened, how did this happen, and then you find out she was behind it. Because I mean, I knew from the previews that she was gonna, you know, go and like bring Bruce under her control. But you know, sometimes like you have 2 different arcs, and I didn't know this was gonna be a merger of the 2 different arcs. Like this was all her behind it. But I mean, it was good to see the actress back again as Poison Ivy at least one more time. She got a gut shot. I mean, shoot, she got nailed pretty bad. It was really great to see Bruce and, you know, Selena go at it, like for real. And not just that, like an open line of dialogue with their date that they had, and him talking about like maybe he should leave Gotham, like maybe it would be better off. And it's kind of like him and Jim are going through the same exact thing, you know what I'm saying? But I think what would have been better when Gordon was going through his, you know, his crisis of his life, that he would get drawn back to the moment in episode 1 when he really inspired Bruce to continue to move, you know, that there was hope for light, you know, and that inspired him, which in turn is going to inspire everybody. And I think that would have been a really great grounded scene versus like this shock, like literal, like actual physical shock this character went through. Because that scene with the baby legit might be the most horrific thing I think I've seen Gotham do. Like, I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I mean, because it looked real, like for real, man. It really, man, that was rough. But it was a good episode. It was a really good episode. It's just, I think this episode reminds me that Gotham is ending, especially when they did that 1-month time jump. Now, the one negative that I have about this episode is that very end, I was like, that was just unnecessary. I really do think it's like it doesn't further the plot or the narrative to have Penguin talking to Barbara like, see, you know, your plan backfired. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's obvious. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know how this is going. I just know it's not going to pan out the way everybody thinks it is. But I kind of felt like that was a weak, you know, ending point. They should have just ended it with the wedding, to be quite honest with you. Or like shown some kind of inclusion of like the next up and coming threat. Like, what is Walker's play? Like, what is her play with Bane? Like, you know, they didn't even show Nigma this whole entire episode. So it's like, what is Nigma been doing with the sub? Either way, I thought it was a really good episode. I'll talk to you guys a bit later on. I think I'm going to try my hardest. At the end of this video, you'll be able to get a full reaction link that goes straight to our Patreon. The Patreon, it'll be up for a day because it's been close to already 48 hours. And then after tomorrow, on Saturday morning, it'll be open to the public. And you guys will be able to see the full entire reaction. But I'll leave that after this point in the review. And I'll talk to you guys later on. Keep it locked. JVS, we ain't gonna stop. Have a blessed one, guys. Peace. So at this point, you'll be able to see a link to Gotham episode 9, and you'll be able to fully be able to just type it in, and you'll go straight to our Patreon page. And if you would like to be a Patreon supporter, it's only $1, and with that $1, you'll be able to get access to any and all reactions that we actually have accessible to, specifically this episode, as the link is directly in the description right now. But yeah, we have a lot of exclusives and a lot of other things. And one thing I wanted to add is a bonus commentary about this episode. I think that it was directed really well. It felt like it was a very personal episode. And I think that your boy Ben McKenzie did one of his better acting performances, especially when he was on trial. I think that he did a really good job establishing like his character and just his acting prowess. But again, this is the link right here at the bottom. You'll be able to go and just type it in, and it'll take you right to the full entire reaction. And after 48 hours, this entire reaction will be available. So that means on Saturday morning, you'll be able to see the full entire reaction without any questions asked. And I'll talk to you guys a bit later on. Keep it locked. JVS, we ain't gonna stop. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. Peace, guys.